Welcome back. I'm Sarah, and today Jake and I are talking about some very common English expressions you hear at work. And I mean every single day.
Every day, sometimes every hour, my office runs on these expressions. It's like a different language inside a language.
Exactly. So let's start with the first one. Hit the ground running. It means to start something immediately, with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. No warm up, no wasting time. Just go.
My boss says this every single Monday morning. Okay, team, let's hit the ground running. And I'm standing there thinking, I haven't even finished my coffee yet. I can barely hit the ground walking.
Ha! But you know what he means, though. Start the week with energy, be productive from the beginning. It's actually a great expression to use when you start a new project, too.
Oh, absolutely. Last week I said it myself. Let's hit the ground running on this. My colleagues looked at me like I was a different person. Very professional, very adult.
See? It works. Okay, next one. On the same page. This means that everyone involved understands and agrees on something. Like, we're all thinking the same thing, we all have the same information.
I love this one. Or rather, I love how often people use it when they are clearly not on the same page. Are we all on the same page? And half the room has no idea what's happening.
Ha! That's so true. But it's a really useful expression. You can say, let's make sure we're all on the same page before we start. Or, I just want to check. Are we on the same page about this?
Very useful. I use it in emails a lot now. Makes me sound very organized. I am not very organized, but I sound like I am.
Moving on. Think outside the box. This one means to think creatively, to find new and unusual solutions instead of doing things the same old way.
Ah, yes, my favorite. Every time there's a problem at work, someone says, we need to think outside the box. And then everyone nods seriously. And then we do exactly the same thing we always do.
Okay, that's unfortunately very accurate, but the expression itself is really useful. If your boss asks for creative ideas, you can say, I've been thinking outside the box on this one, and it immediately sounds impressive.
It does, even if you haven't, especially if you haven't.
Okay, number 4, touch base. This simply means to make contact with someone, to check in, to have a quick conversation about something. Very common in emails and meetings.
Let's touch base later this week. I get this email at least 3 times a day. It just means, let's talk. Why don't people just say, let's talk? Why touch base? What base? Where is the base?
Ha! I understand the confusion, but it comes from baseball, actually. Touching base means checking in at each base. But yes, in work English, it just means let's connect, let's have a quick chat.
Baseball, of course. Everything in English comes from sport or food. Anyway, touch base? Got it. I will use it and pretend I always knew where it came from.
And the last one for today, burnout. This means to become completely exhausted from working too hard for too long. Your energy is gone, your motivation is gone, everything feels heavy.
Ah, my natural state. I burned out last February and March, and honestly a little bit in April too. My doctor said I needed to rest. My boss said we needed to hit the ground running on Q2. It was a difficult time.
Oh, Jake. But this is such an important expression to know because burnout is very real and very common. You can say, I think I'm starting to burn out, or I need a break, I'm completely burned out.
And people will understand immediately because everyone has felt it. Burned out is one of those expressions where you don't even need to explain. You just say it, and everyone in the room nods slowly and looks into the distance.
Ha! That's the most accurate description of a Monday meeting I've ever heard. Okay, everyone. 5 expressions for today. Hit the ground running, on the same page, think outside the box, touch base, and burn out. Use them, practice them, and we'll see you next time.
And if your boss uses all 5 of these in one meeting, you have my deepest sympathy. See you next time, everyone.